There are over 90 wildfires burning in Greece right now. Firefighters are battling a blaze northeast of Athens for the third day in a row today, trying to prevent a blaze that has already scorched thousands of hectares from spreading further. This is about 30 miles northeast of the capital. The fire started in Kalamos. 3 firefighting planes, 6 water-throwing helicopters, about 200 firefighters, and 100 military personnel are battling the blaze on the ground. Excuse me. Earthquakes have ordered preliminary evacuation of homes and camps in the area. Struggling German airline Air Berlin says it's filing for bankruptcy after its main shareholder, Abu Dhabi-based Etihad, said that it would make no more financing available. Etihad is a primary investor in the large British Air Iberia Group. The Economy Ministry and Transport Ministry of Germany said in a statement that the airline would get a loan of $177 million so that it can continue flights for the time being. The ministry said, "We're in a time when many of tens of thousands of travelers and vacationers are in multiple holiday spots. So the return flights of these travelers to Germany needs to be dealt with." The Atlantic tropical storm Gert has now intensified into a hurricane as of last night, according to the U.S. National Hurricane Center. It's about 300 miles to the east of Bermuda and 250 miles to the west of Virginia. The Hurricane Center predicts that the storm will move northeast into the North Atlantic. It's expected to cause rough seas on the east coast of the U.S., but will not make landfall. Here's an interesting story from Standard & Poor's. Standard & Poor's says that global reinsurers' earnings volatility will intensify if annual natural catastrophe claims keep moving toward levels that are closer to the long-term average. Yes, this is true. According to S&P, global reinsurers' exposure to unpredictable and high-severity natural cat events is a major driver of reinsurers' earnings and capital volatility. And they said, while we're seeing capital at risk reduce slightly as a percent of equity, earnings exposure is up. Global reinsurers saw losses from natural cats rise materially in 2016 to $54 billion from the relatively low level of some $36 billion in 2015. This is a trend. There have been a long period now of benign catastrophe claims, which if it changes because of the low premiums is going to cause problems for reinsurers. For example, Africa Re, which is based in Kenya, said that large losses in South Africa, the Cape Fire and storms, and in the Middle East, the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company has pushed down its profits in the first half of 2017. Net profit fell to $7.6 million in the first 6 months of 2017, down from $32.6 million in the same period a year earlier. Fiat Chrysler has attracted takeover interest from multiple Chinese automakers, including to reports that came out last night. An unidentified Chinese automaker extended at least one offer this month to acquire Fiat Chrysler. Fiat rejected the bid, which was said to provide a small premium over the company's market value. Chinese delegations have been spotted inside Fiat Chrysler's headquarters in Auburn Hills, Michigan last week. Fiat Chrysler CEO Sergio Marchionne has waged a long public campaign to find a merger partner for Fiat Chrysler, the smallest of Detroit's big three automakers. He may finally get his wish. Over the weekend, the racist violence by white supremacists in Charlottesville, Virginia, prompted a number of reactions, not the least of which was outrage over President Trump's relatively weak response to it. A number of executives have resigned now, a total of 3, from Trump's American Manufacturing Council, a White House-sponsored group, because of the president's weak response to the violence in Charlottesville. The CEO of Merck resigned yesterday morning, and yesterday afternoon, Intel's CEO and Under Armour CEO also resigned. President Trump quickly responded to the resignation of Merck's CEO by saying now he'll have more time to raise rip-off drug prices. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.